Today we're going to take a look at a fun little application called Smore. Smore lets you create online newsletters and basically digital posters. So what I want to do is show you how to create one of these. If you don't have an account, you will need to go ahead and sign up for one. And I would highly recommend using your same email that you have here for school. It will just make things a lot easier here in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and get logged in here. The reason I would recommend not using Facebook to sign up is some days Facebook's blocked, other days it seems to be open, and if it's on a day when Facebook is blocked, you will not be able to get into your account. So it's really, really best just to sign up for a fresh account. So once you are signed up and logged in, what you need to do is click Start a New Flyer. There are some templates that you can use to get started, but I really highly recommend starting from just kind of a blank canvas here. So the first thing you can do is you can add a title. Once you add a title, you can add a subtitle, but we're going to go ahead and just skip that for now. What I want to show you are all of the different elements that you can add into your poster here. You can add in text boxes. You can, of course, add a title. You can add more titles if you want bigger text between your sections. You can add a gallery of pictures, which is 3 pictures. So if you had 6 or 9 pictures and you wanted to maybe stack those for some visual effect, you could do that. You could add a single picture if you like. There are maybe if this is to talk about maybe an event that's coming up, you could add in a calendar event on there. You can add music, and you can add video, and you can actually embed links as well. There are some other things you can do on here, but the form is like a survey if you wanted to do that. But there are probably easier and better ways to do that. You can accept payment eventually, and there are some different buttons you can add. But what we are going to look at in just a moment are adding text, pictures, and video. So what I want to show you, what I'm going to move on to now, is over here on the right in the design area. You have different types of designs. You've got handwritten, minimal, modern, summertime, which I'm sure will be changing soon to autumn or winter. And then we have vintage designs as well. And you'll notice that for each design type, you're going to have an option of different backgrounds, different color schemes, and different fonts. So those are the ones for handwritten. Let's look at summertime. There's peaches. Then we could maybe change to an aqua and different font. So you see how easy that is to change those around. Very, very, very simple. And it's kind of, makes it a little more visually appealing depending on the color combinations you pick. So you might want to put a little bit of time into selecting some colors that go well together. To add a text box, you just simply click on the box. You can put a title in here if you want. I'm just going to call it demo text, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can create a hyperlink in here if you want. So maybe you wanted this text to go to a specific website. If you have that website copied, you just click the text that you want to link to. You click the linking button and you paste the address in here and click link, and that turns your text into a hyperlink. So I'm going to go ahead and click done because this is the part of Smore that is a little bit confusing. Let's say that you wanted to put a picture in this box, not above it or below it, but actually in the box with the text. You can do that, but it's not fairly evident. You would think that you would click edit to add that. You don't. You have to scroll through using these little forward or backward buttons. You have 3 different layouts that you can choose from. Here's the one we started with just the text, or you could choose your text with a picture on the right, or your text with a picture on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and we will add in a picture. These just happen to be my vacation pictures from a couple of years ago. And I'm going to select this one. And once it is done uploading, Smore save automatically, so you don't have to do anything with that. But let's say that you want to maybe add a video. What it's going to ask for is the URL or the web address for a video. So let's go over to YouTube, and I'm going to select Estes Park. And there's a nice little video on here that was created by the tourism department for Estes Park. And I'm going to get the URL for this video. So I'm just going to copy that link. I'm going to go back over here to my poster. I'm going to paste it in there. And there's my video. If these elements are not in the order that I want, it's simply drop and drag to rearrange these. That's really nice. While you can't be quite as creative with this as you can be with some other applications, the simplicity of it and the ease of use really kind of makes up for that. There are some other apps that I'm going to make some tutorials on in the future that you might want to use to kind of incorporate those other elements into your Smore to kind of customize it more to you. But just to get started, I would stick with the buttons and the text and everything that's built into this. So I'm very excited to see what you come up with.